Hi, my gorgeous air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So, yes, I am back and I am coming back with force. So, watch out, there's big things coming. So, I am going to be doing mini readings today for all my signs because on Tuesday, on the 1st of April, which is my New Year's Day, I'm going to be back as normal. So, you're going to be getting your own sign, your own readings, but I wanted to just do like a comeback video for everybody and explain what I've been doing and what I've been getting up to, and it's quite exciting. So me and my friend have collaborated and we've created the Soul Sisters Academy. It's for women in business, women starting out in business, women who feel like they work on their own. I work on my own and it can be quite lonely, in the business world and keeping up with things and, stuff like that. So I'm working with someone who is a pure business mentor. So it's my friend Claire Harvey, and she's absolutely amazing at what she does, at teaching you how to use your media, your social media, that type of thing, anything in business, websites, the lot. And then you've got me doing me. So we are going to be talking all things spiritual, we're going to be talking all things universal, we're going to be talking all things tarot, and I'm also going to be teaching tarot in that group as well. So yes, it is a paid membership, but it is only a small fee. It's £14.44 a month. The doors are open for you to go and have a look. So I will put the link in the description box below. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to timestamp these readings for you. So you can get the timestamp, and look, you can see it's just the Lindsay way in it, not being ready to do my timestamps. So we're going to start with my gorgeous Geminis at 2:13. So Geminis, how have you been feeling? Because I have been on a roller coaster. We're in the middle of a Mercury retrograde. It's our ruling planet. My head's felt skewy. Yesterday I felt so scatty all over the place. It's been crazy, but then I've had dips, I've had ups, I've been, but then my head at the minute is just full of ideas. Like, I just can't get on top of it all. So I'm going to be using the Psychic Tarot deck for this reading for my Geminis, and then on Tuesday I'm coming in with the big readings. So we've got the Ace of Cups. Yes, my cards are old. I'm addicted to my cards. I'm very attached to my cards. I don't like replacing my cards because my energy is on them and I've been using them for years. So if anyone comments on the state of my cards, I love these cards. We've got the Ace of Cups. So right now it's about you're wanting to be happy. You're wanting to be loved, you wanting to be seen as worthy, you wanting to feel worthy in yourself, self-love, that type of thing. And it's about like it's almost like a spirit are saying with the Ace of Cups that they're willing to put in the same amount of effort that you do to start this new stream. So this new stream starting Gemini, which makes sense. I'm starting a new stream. There is new things coming in, so look out for the ideas, look out for them like light bulb moments that are coming in. There may be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio around you, but I feel like the watery energy is more about the effort that you're going to be putting in to start this new stream. So what's crossing that energy for my Geminis? The waiting game. So the challenge is sometimes we feel like we're going around in circles and it's going too slow, and I want to get to the outcome, I want to get there quicker. But sometimes you've got to think it's the journey that makes the outcome worthy, if you get what I mean. So while you think you're going around in circles, you're not. Something is growing. It's just a matter of time. I feel like it's coming in quite quick. I feel like it is going to be quite quick, because it's more of a mental process. Why is it coming round? Because it's time for you to beat your own conflicts. The writing is on the wall. So we've been going backwards, and yeah, I totally get that with Mercury retrograde as well. But it may feel like in life, it's like I feel like I'm taking 3 steps forward and 2 steps back every time. What's going on? Where am I going? It's a 5. It's about making changes. The writings on the wall, Spirit are already showing you which way to go. It's about looking for the signs now. You know where to go. Stop going on burnout. Stop going towards places and things that you know burn yourself out, because I feel like you already know the difference between these two. So we want to be turning around and going back up those stairs. So that's why it's coming round. I feel like the waiting game, you feel like you're going around in circles. You maybe keep dipping back into the past, whether it's a relationship, whether it's thoughts, whether it's vices, you know, drink, drugs, sell it, buying, why did I say selling? Buying, you know, that type of thing, because I can be impulsive buyer. It's time to change that wave. Recent past, yeah, the base chakra. So there has been like anxiety, not feeling quite stable, not feeling quite secure. It's like looking for that security. So the base chakra was out of balance, but now we've got the Ace of Cups in the main center of the reading, and that's saying like, come on, we can do it. Spirit, your teammate, you know, you're working with your teammate. Because right now it is about finding your balance. It's the 4, security, stability. It's where you're grounded, where you're rooted. Foundations and achievements. What do you want to achieve? Where is your rainbow? Some of my Geminis, yeah, maybe looking for new homes, that type of thing. But I feel like it's looking for more security, feeling secure, feeling safe. You know, whether it's in yourself or whether it's in the people around you. You know, it's that type of energy, the people that surround you. It's foundational. You want to build something. You know, you want to build something, and I feel like you're ready to put your heart into it now. You know, you've been through this. You've beat those conflicts. The writing's on the wall. You've been shown which way to go, Gemini. So take this as it resonates. Going forward, we've got discontent and boredom. I feel like you're turning your back on things. You know, things that are holding you back. And then again, it's this. What keeps pulling you back to this burnout? I feel like it's time to face the fear. It's time to jump over that balcony, because there's a whole new world out there. And that's what the Ace of Cups is showing you. The Ace of Cups is showing you you've got a brand new stream coming in. You know, but you've got to put the effort in order to change it. It's almost like you're going to realise, do you know what? This lifestyle is boring me. I need to make the changes. Or this job is boring, this relationship, I'm not right in this. You know, it's that type of thing. And you're ready. I feel like you've been putting up with or just making do. And it's time for things to change. So your power in this situation, Gemini, is your sacral chakra. So it's your womb, your sexual organs. And yes, it does deal with relationships. It deals with children. It deals with generational energies, parents, siblings, that type of thing. But your sacral chakra is also your chakra of creativity. It's getting creative. You know, your mind, your heart, your body, your soul. It's starting to get ideas. It's time to get motivated. That's what it is. It's time to get motivated. The outside influence to that is eyes wide open. You're seeing where the deception is. If you've been lying to yourself, or you know, it's that type of, you know who's got your back, you know who hasn't got your back. Eyes wide open, Gemini. Mercury retrograde this time is actually doing us a favour. In the hopes and fears position, whoa, wait a minute. We're all hoping and manifesting. We have the heart chakra and the crown chakra. I love it. It's hopes. It's, I want to be happy. I want my heart to feel full. I want my head to feel like space. I want my crown to feel open. I want to be open, to be guarded. So spirit want your chakras opening, you know, your crown chakra. So look out for your dreams. What feels right, it's gonna feel, you're gonna feel it here. It's heart energy. And if it is about foundations and achievements, it is about manifesting your dreams. And if you're putting love into it, if you're building it via love, then that's what you're attracting. Because your outcome is movements, choices, and decisions. Where are you going? You are the leader of your own destiny, and it's up to you now to make the right movements, choices, and decisions, whether it be in finances, relationships, where you live, what you do, you know, who you are. There's big changes coming for you, Gemini, especially in this eclipse season. So I'm absolutely loving that. So I shall leave you there, and I shall see you again on Tuesday. Mwah. Now we are on to my gorgeous Libras. How are all my Libras doing? So again, we're going to use the Psychic Oracle deck and see what is going on. I'll be back on Tuesday to do a deeper reading for you all. I just want to see what's going on now. So for my Libras, where are we starting? We have got emotional withdrawal, and it's an 8. So that karmic energy of 2024, you may still feel like you're in it. I did warn everybody, it wouldn't stop on the 31st of January. It actually runs through to April, because the true year is April to April. So we're still in that 8 energy. So you may still be feeling that you're in that 8 energy, in that karmic energy. But it's also about learning to go with the flow. So I feel like you're being tested in a sense of, I need to go with the flow, you know. So say you're being put in stressful situations, or it's like, how do I make this work, or I feel like your head's quite busy at the moment with decisions or information that's coming towards you. And the cards are saying this is a time to emotionally withdraw, like emotionally withdraw from it and think logically. You know, you are Libra. You are the sign of logic. And it's like you already know the answers, but you're just not getting them for some reason at the moment. I feel like your emotions are covering up the actual logic within it. So you actually got the same challenge as Gemini. So there must be like an air energy going on, because the challenge is if you feel like you're going around in circles and you're not getting anywhere, but you actually are. Something is growing in that, and the challenge is to emotionally withdraw from it, because if you're looking at something as if like, I'm sad, I'm down, this isn't going to work, you know, you're putting that out to the universe. You know, you're lowering your vibe. So it's almost like they want you to know that you are building roots for a strong tree. And the work that you're doing, yeah, it may feel like you're going around in circles, but them circles are going upwards and your vibe is going upwards, Libra. So just be patient. Try and emotionally withdraw from this situation. Some of my Libras who have like come away in relationships and things like that, it could be the sense of needing to focus on things that take your mind off your emotions, and you know, just take it as it resonates. Whilst it coming around, we've got prosperity begins, so there could be finances being involved. We've got earth energy here, so we've got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but the Ace of Pentacles is about security. So it could be that you are emotionally like anxious over your own like personal security going forwards. That was coming up in Geminis as well. You know, like safety and security, but it looks like it could be financial, but it could also be within safety in relationships as well. So again, take it as it resonates. There's a need to emotionally withdraw and kind of think about the situation, especially while we're in Mercury retrograde. It ends on the 6th, but then we do have the post shadow of the retrograde for around 9 or 10 days. So recent past, what's going on there? 7-7. So I would check out angel number 77 to try and tell you something. So we've got choosing wisely and triumph. So you have made the right decision in a certain sense, but it's almost like you're questioning yourself. You know, why are you questioning yourself? You've got to keep going forward. You've done a lot of thinking. You know, there's a lot of ways that you could have gone, and you've had some kind of triumph in that. But now it almost feels like, yeah, I've had that triumph, but when's it actually going to pay off? That's what I'm kind of feeling for my Libras. Well, at present, it's what movements, decisions, and choices are you making for it to go? You know, if it's financial, whether it's relationship, whether it's where you live, what you do, what experiences. You know, you've got choices and decisions to make, and they're saying you've got to emotionally withdraw from the decision part of your brain and allow the decisions to come. You know, even meditate on it, because that's emotional withdrawal, because you are like kind of stepping out of the box type of thing, and you're making space to be able to download information that you need right now. So ask for the information that you need, because this is a lot, this decisive and information energy coming in here. It's almost like I'm feeling data for some reason. Some of my Libras may be looking at stocks and shares and things like that. I keep getting data. we've got a rebirth coming in. We've got a transformation. We've got something. We've got an ending and a new beginning. But I feel like it's already started, and that's what that's where the triumph was. Yeah, you know, I feel like you're waiting on this transformation to come through, and you will be going through a transformation. You're going through a transformation yourself, as well as what you are building or what you want, what you're working on. You're powering the situation, Libra. Is fulfilling your own wishes, and it's a 9. 2025 is a 9 year. He's got the treasure chest there. I keep getting finances, I keep getting contracts, I keep getting paperwork, that type of thing coming in. It's about you. You got, you know, it's about making the right choices for you. You know, it's water energy there. He's stood firm. That leaf's holding him up. He's feeling grounded. He's feeling safe and secure. The outside influence to that, look, firm foundations. It's all about security, safety. Sorry, when I'm channeling, I get really itchy nose. The 4, security, stability, safety. You know, and it's having that, he's grounded, you know, he's feeling grounded. He's feeling strong enough. He's not seeing that mountain as a blockage. He's seeing it as a goal. You know, it's like you've been training for this. You're ready for it now. It's time to step into your power, Libra, and make things work for you. In the hopes and fears position for my Libras. Oh, we've got a flyer. Wisdom. Major Arcana, learning lessons, it's a 5. So it's about making changes via wisdom. Wisdom and knowledge. So it's almost like they're saying we've got to turn the emotional connection off to certain things, attachments and things like that, and you are going into your logic, into that balance, into the scales energy. You know, you're weighing things up. You know, there could be paperwork. You know, he's got a book in his hand there. You could be looking at paperwork. To me, though, I feel like there's happy news coming with paperwork, because the book's shining. I know the sun's there in the background, but the light is actually coming from the book. It's coming from the paper. There's something to do with paperwork. Could be soul contracts, karmic contracts as well, though. But I am feeling like this could be business-wise as well, because your outcome is triumphant success. It's rebirth. It's like, I've done it. Get out your head. Get out your head, Libra. Make the space. Empty the bank vault. It is time to throw yourself in with your ideas, but we've got to emotionally withdraw from it. So I absolutely love that. I'll leave you there. Bye. Hey, my gorgeous Aquariuses. So we are using the Psychic Oracle deck again, as I have for Gemini and Libra. There seems to be a running energy for Gemini and Libra of safety, security, foundational energy, you know, like finances or just feeling safe within yourself. So we're going to see what's coming out for Aquarius. And we've got financial and material changes. So something's going on with the air signs, especially within finances or security within material things, you know, that type of thing. There's changes going on. 5 big changes coming up. So some of my Aquariuses could be worrying about finances, financial changes. How am I going to do this? There could be splits. So yeah, they could have been like a partnership breakup, or you know, that type of thing. Or there's some kind of changes going on in your financial and material. So let's have a look what's going on. So the challenge is being recognised and rewarded. So the finances could actually be the fact that you are going to be rewarded. And I feel like the challenge is your head's down and you're not seeing the fact that it's coming in. I really do feel like, because we've got a 5 and a 3, which is an 8, which is ending a karmic cycle. And I kept saying to everybody, 2024 was the start of the karmic year where we are ending karmic things. You know, we're ending karmic contracts. But it runs actually through to April, because the new year isn't 31st of January, you know. We are in spring now. You know, April is the new year. I won't go into all that jargon of when they changed it and why they changed it, but it was in 1508. But it's about being recognised, and I feel like some of my Aquariuses are feeling just like you know, like taken for granted in that sense. So it could be at work, it could be at home. You know, you may be weighing up your finances because you're feeling like you're taken for granted at home. So why is it coming round? See, we're getting a lot of action cards here. We're getting a lot of fiery cards, movements, choices and decisions. It's coming round because it's up to you to make the movements, choices and decisions. If you're not happy where you are, how are you going to change it? If something's not working out, how are you going to change it? You're in that energy right now. So, recent past, we've got awareness, the Magician. So we've got Aries energy there. You know, we are in Aries, and it's almost like you are aware, but the magician is, it's alchemy, it's magic. So I feel like this awareness, because you've become aware of certain people or certain situations that are taking you for granted, I feel like now it's like you're putting it out there that I deserve more. And the magician turns negatives into positives. You know, it's the alchemy, it's the magic of that. So I feel like you are manifesting better. So you could be manifesting more finances. Yeah, for new beginnings. Aquarius says, some of you are ready, well, I feel like all of you are ready to shut certain doors, like for the final time, rather than leaving it ajar. And it's like you're realising that it's a big whole new world out there. So we're ready to start back at zero. We're starting something brand new. Taking away the fear away from it. I feel like the only thing that would be stopping you is fear. Because I feel like you already know that if you make... It's like you've got that inner knowing that there is a movement, a choice, a decision that needs to be made in order to make this new beginning. Whether it's moving, whether it's, you know, there's something to do with finances and material in this. See, it's causing a lot of mental conflict. It's almost like ego is saying keep small or just settle or stay in your comfort zone because, you know, why rock the boat if things are just going smooth? But it's like, do you want smooth? That's what I want to say. Do you want smooth? Because I don't feel like you do want smooth. I feel like you want a new beginning. I feel like you want passion. I feel like you want to be seen. Your power in this situation is it's time to fulfill your own wishes. It's time to put you first. I think you've been putting everybody else first and thinking how it affects everybody else. It's a noun. 2025 is a noun. If you want to go and learn something new, look, he's got the treasure chest there, full of money. You know, if you want to go out and learn something new, or if it's a life lesson, you know, it's like you're ready for it. This year it's about manifesting your dreams, not everybody else's. Putting yourself first. I feel like you're realising that life's too short. The outside influence is, we've got love begins, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy there. Love begins, starting new streams. But it's with people or in situations that are going to put the same amount as you do. We've got two people putting the same amount in to start that new stream there. We've also got the third eye chakra. Seeing the bigger picture. Seeing... It's like you're not on this one road. You're realising that there's so many more paths that you could take. I love this reading. This is one of my faves. Spirit's hope for you is that you listen to the universe. You know, there is a cycle that is going to be closing. I feel like it's a mental cycle. I feel like you're ready to close something up and go for something new. And it's like, I'm ready to be seen. I'm ready. I'm ready to be rewarded. You know, and that's not a bad place, and you will be, because your outcome is the Ace of Pentacles. So if you're worried about finances, we've got finances coming in. If it is like a relationship energy and you're ready for something new, you know, it's about safety and security in finances, or feeling safe and secure within the people that you're surrounded by, or where you are, where your roots are, where you're living, that type of thing. You're planting seeds in order to manifest. But all my air signs have had the same kind of reading, and it's all been about safety and security, and it's time to put your safety and your security first, like not looking after everybody else, you know, putting you first. So I shall love you and leave you, and I'll be seeing you on Tuesday. Bye.